Welcome to Listaso. As a distributor or manufacturer, you sell hundreds or even thousands of products to hundreds or even thousands of customers across the entire country. Managing your sales team to make sure they are visiting each one, upselling each of your products, and knowing whether a customer is buying more or less, or even stop purchasing an item altogether is very important to keep control of. All of this can be really hard to keep track of for both you and your sales team. That's why we have built our sales app to make sure we bring solutions to all of this and more. So let's go ahead and go over some of those features right now. Let's get started. All the features that we're about to see on the iPad work exactly the same on any iOS or Android device. So that means that if you have a phone, tablet, whether it's Android or iOS, it'll work exactly the same. We're just working on an iPad for now, so we can have a little bit more real estate on the screen size, okay? Now let's go ahead and get started. The first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the customer menu. Once we go to the customer menu, you'll see some very important information over to the right. You see 2 dates right there. Those dates represent the last 2 times a customer was visited by any of your sales reps. Whether it was a sale or a log visit, they'll be able to see there what customers they visited throughout the day, the week, and the month to make sure that all of them are getting visited on a regular basis. Now let's go ahead and go to a specific customer right here. Let's go ahead and open up this customer. You'll see a little bit more information here. The last 2 visits, as you see there, last visit, previous visit. And on the bottom, we have all the different options. If you're doing pre-sales or DSD, it'll show different options right there. So for instance, if you're doing DSD, it won't show order or quote normally, okay? Depending on how you want to work. Now, one of the important features right here is the log visit. We'll go there right now. From here, you have a couple options. Number 1, you can log a visit. This is very important to keep track of because the system, when you log a visit, will know when you visited the customer for the last time. This is very important to keep track of because this way you can keep a record of if a customer was visited on the 1st of the month but they didn't purchase, okay, perfect, but the customer was already visited. If you go there next week and the customer purchased something, perfect. Then you go next week and next week the customer doesn't want to purchase for whatever reason, you'll know that there were actually 4 visits made to the customer and only one of those was turned into a sale. So you can make a decision, go visit maybe the customer, a manager, go to the customer and see what's wrong, if there's something wrong with the customer, with the product, with the sales rep maybe, but you can get a little bit more information this way. So from log a visit, you can select the reason, we'll order next time, manager owner not in, doesn't want to order, merchandising, and then save it with your notes, add it to them real quickly, okay? Number 2, a note is just a note, any note that you want to go ahead and take, anything that you need to remember that the customer said, or something that you need to do with a specific customer on the next visit, you can just type in your notes, and of course take a picture. Directly from your device, you can take a picture and save it onto the customer profile. This is very important if you want to take pictures of your product displays and see if they were arranged correctly, badly arranged, if they moved you around within the store. All of that information can be stored with a picture. Moving forward, of course, you have your history. And on the history, as soon as your sales reps start using our system, this will start recording all the information right here. So you can go into any order. So let's say we go into this order. And they'll be able to see everything that the customer ordered with the signature and the name of the person that signed for the order. So they can keep track of if the customer doesn't remember what he ordered last time, he wants to check. Maybe he lost it. He needs another printout sent by email. You can just go ahead and come here real quickly and all the information will be here. Now, another feature here is that they can copy. Your sales rep can just come and immediately copy this order, copy the invoice, and they'll start off exactly with the same items as last time. And they can go ahead and make any necessary changes at the time. So that's our product history, order history right there. Now let's go ahead and create an order so you can see some of the features available. Now, if you've seen our past videos, you're a little familiar with our catalog, but we'll go a little bit more in depth on the control features that you'll have with your sales reps and the information that you can get directly from our catalog. Okay, so now let's go ahead and create an order so you can see some of the features that your sales reps will have while selling to your customers. Now, as you can see here, just a standard layout of creating an order. Real quickly, we have the product code, description, category, price, inventory information, very important when you do DSD or even pre-sales. So you can have your truck inventory at all times, and units or cases depending on which the product is sold on. Your sales reps will also have the ability to change between one and the other. Now, going into the product itself, we get a little bit more information over on the left. And now, let's say you have a new customer, or you have a new sales rep, or you're changing routes between sales rep because somebody's on vacation, somebody left. Now, what do you do when one of these sales reps on these changes, a rep goes to a customer that he's never been to? What happens? How does he approach the customer and tells them, hey, you know what, I'm new. I don't know what you purchase normally. Does he carry around a big book with all the past orders? Is he going to have to call the office? No. All those things just make it a little bit more cumbersome for the rep to create the order, and also it takes more time for them to move on to the next customer. So they have less customers to visit throughout the day. Now, all of that is solved with our product history feature. This little icon on the top right in the shape of a clock will provide the last 3 purchases made for each item with the date, the quantity, and the price at which the items were sold. So this means the rep, with a push of a button, can have the exact order history of each product this customer has purchased from the time he started using the system. This is very important to have because it gives you the ability to see specifically how much a customer is purchasing of each item, if every time you visit them, if they're purchasing more, or they're purchasing less. And even if we go a little bit down on the list, just to give you an example, if they actually stop purchasing an item, let's say this almond ice cream that you see on the screen, the last time the customer purchased was on May the 21st. He purchased 58 cases. What happened? Why did he stop purchasing this ice cream? Did he purchase too much and he still has a lot of inventory? Is he purchasing it from somebody else? All of these questions can be answered directly through here. All of this information is ready for the rep so they can go ahead and view this and see and get a little bit more information from the customer. And that's the important part, to make sure that your customers are being well served and they have everything they need as far as product goes. Another great feature that we have available directly from our catalog is our filters. Through our filters, your rep will be able to go through real quickly. Let's say they want to go ahead and see new items. They can just go ahead and open this up. It'll bring up any new item that you've entered to the catalog. They want to go ahead and see products on sale, depending on any promotions that you've created through our system or your ERP. They'll be able to filter through that real quickly. They want to see only products that are in stock. You can go ahead and do that as well. And as well, very important to have, never ordered. This will give you the list of all the products that the customer has never ordered through you. You want to go ahead and see any comparison with this. Go ahead and show the customer new products that you've acquired. See all the products. Hey, you haven't purchased any of this, our makeup line, things like that. All that information is ready for the rep in just a push of a button. Last but not least, There's a lot of different features that we have available for you on our sales rep. But before we go on, another great feature that we have directly from our catalog is our related items. As you can see, this coffee, this Colombian coffee, there's a little tab on the top left corner that says related. When you press on that, it'll show you all the related items that have been categorized with this customer. Meaning, let's say, oh, okay, so Mr. Customer, I have this coffee, the Arabica blend, but I also have the espresso aroma, the espresso decaf, and so on. So they can show the customer a multitude of items directly from just looking at one, and they can browse through them real quickly and just add whatever they need, like so. Giving your reps the flexibility of browsing through thousands of products in seconds. And that's the most important part. Giving the rep the tools available to them so they can get the order as soon as possible, as quickly as possible, so they can move on to new customers and get more customers and sales every day. As you can see, Listaso will provide more than enough features to help you always stay one step ahead of your competitors. Don't hesitate to contact us and speak with one of our expert consultants. They will show you how our sales app connects to your ERP system and how you can get a multitude of reports that will handle all the information that we just saw and give you more control over your sales, warehouse, and office staff. Be sure to visit our website and schedule your online demo. Until next time, thank you for watching.